What's up guys, it's your Super Players. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button and subscribe button for more deck profiles and battles. And let's get to this deck profile. This deck profile is my main man, Frieza. I've been winning first place in almost all my locals, if not second place. So I consider this a top winning deck and first place winning deck because honestly I feel Frieza is a sleeper deck and people don't know that this guy is still pretty powerful, man. The only deck that I could say it has a hard matchup with is Janemba. Every other deck just gets wrecked by it. I'll be honest with you. It wrecks every other deck but Janemba. Janemba is because you draw too much and Janemba mills you out. It just hurts you. It's not built to fight it. But if you side it, I'll figure out a side and I'll put it in another video. But let's get to it. So activate main once per turn. Place one of your Frieza's army battle cards in your drop area and choose one of your energies and switch to active and then draw one card. It's amazing. The way this deck is built, it's just, you optimize. Every turn, you always have like a turn to do something. And it's just, the synergy is so great and it's just so powerful, guys. Like I'm telling you, every turn is not a dead turn with this deck. It's so powerful. And ultimate form Golden Frieza, when he's awakened, you draw two cards. And activate main also once per turn. Place one card, Frieza army card in the drop area and choose up to two of your energies and switch them to active mode and then draw one card. So that's awesome, and when he attacks he draws one card. So you're drawing a lot, guys, with this leader. And like I'm telling you, it's a very powerful leader and there's just so many turn plays you could do with this deck that there's never a dead turn. And so let's get to it. So running it off, I have 3 of the Frieza biding his time. This guy's amazing is when you play this card, you get to put your opponent's card that's energy cost 2 or less, ignoring barrier, to rest mode, and it's so powerful. This little engine is what gets rid of the veggie package for me. Once I Cold Bloodlust the Kaba and it stays inactive, they're not gonna swing with it. I'll just play this and it puts them in rest mode, and with my leader I attack, or any card that's a blocker that gets in my way, it's just, it gets out of it. It's just, this card's so powerful. I'm thinking about bumping into 4, honestly. And then we have 3 Avenging Frieza. When you play this card, look at the top 3 cards from your top of your deck and choose up to 1 Frieza army among them and with an energy cost 2 or less and add it to your hand and then shuffle your deck. So this is, I'm telling you guys, there's so many turn 1 plays with this deck that I'm telling you, it's just, there's no dead turn is how I'm saying it. And it's just phenomenal. You can search out the other 1-drops you have in this deck, or the 2-drops, or your super combos, which is very powerful. We do have Bardock's, the Progenitor. We do run 4, just because what makes this guy amazing is that you could play him and then take a life and bounce him back to your hand and pretty much fail the swap technically. But we need our own self-awakening, and turn 1 plays are the easiest ones to do, except like those 3-drop Gokus to help you self-awaken. I don't want to run that, so I run this just because of the swap engine. You could fail to search and pretty much continue to do the effect. So yeah, that's why I run this guy. But we also run, like I said, we have to have draw power, the Gotens. We do run 4 of the Scrambling Assault Sun Goten, just because it just helps you search constantly, and it's awesome. You search the top 3 cards and you always look for your Frieza cards. It just makes it way more consistent. Yes, I call it the mini Storm engine because it's not really a Storm, just because this helps you search. And it's very aggressive. This deck's very aggressive. So anybody that's Shenron, this deck destroys Shenron. It destroys every other deck. And like I said, Janemba's the hardest matchup, but I run 4 Gotens. And then we run 2 Military Command Frieza, just because we do have 3-drop Friezas in your hand whenever you have him out already. And honestly, playing him with Frieza's Call or Frieza Army, you get to play him for 1 energy. So that's very powerful, and he's a blocker just in case people are more aggressive. And you can use his effect. I'll show you why. It's because when he's KO'd, choose up to 1 Frieza with an energy cost of 3 from your hand and play it. So it can't be 3 or less, it's 3 exactly. So we run 2 of those guys. And we do run our 4 super combos, Dodorius, just because it's a super combo, the original one, and you need it. And because you'll be at 4 lives pretty quickly. And this is just the best super combo. I don't like the other one. I'm thinking about, just because this is searchable, that's why I like it. It makes it way more consistent. And then we have 3 Deadly Defender Friezas. Just because you spam out your Friezas, like I said, you have the 2-drop Command Frieza. You could bring this guy out for free once he's KO'd. and he's a 3-drop, and it's just very good defense, just in case those people that do those triple attacks with Shenron, it just stops it right there. Or you could just easily Cobra Lust them and their effects are gone if they're not deflect. And we do run one Frieza back from hell. The only reason I run one is just because you can only run one in your battle area, but also because his once per turn, choose one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring Barry, and it can't be switched to active until the next start of your next turn. And that's amazing. I use it for that effect. That's only run one because those cards that rely on EX evolving stay in rest mode. So this guy forces your opponent to stay in rest mode, which is amazing. You can't use the other once per turn because it's not a yellow Shenron, but I use it for the first effect. Just because it keeps it in rest mode and your opponent can't restand those cards that, like I said, require EX evolve, so you kind of stop them a little bit for another turn, and it's very powerful. And then we run 3 of the new tournament pack Frieza striking back, just because you get to spam out more battle cards. When he comes in play, you put a battle card in rest mode, so if somebody attacks you and you use your blocker Frieza, that means when he gets KO'd, you could bring him out and put another battle card in rest mode if it's not barrier. But if it's barrier, you can't choose it, but if it's not, then it kind of slows down another attack. It stops another attack, which is very powerful. Not only that, and when this card KOs a battle card, choose up to 1 yellow skillless army Frieza army battle card with an energy cost 3 or less from your deck or draw berry and play it. So I love that. I love that ability just because you get to bring out this behemoth Ginyu. He's 30k, and pretty much bringing him out kind of makes your opponent reconsider attacking the leader or this guy, just because he's 30k, guys. He runs over pretty much any battle card that's a problem at the moment. So if they're 20k, 15k, they gotta pump up 15 or 20k just to survive this guy's attack. Those deadly defenders are gone. Yeah, it wrecks, man. Like, this 3-drop vanilla is so powerful. Like, I love it. It's such a good card. And then we do run the first tournament pack Mecha Frieza, Clan of Terror. We run 2 only just because sometimes you're winning by turn. You don't really need to bring him out unless you really want to see your opponent's hand, which is very powerful. Knowledge is powerful, knowing what your opponent's gonna do. But just be careful that if you choose a battle card, it's gonna activate their effect. It doesn't ignore their effect. So if you play a Zeno, it's gonna restart the field. So yeah, be careful with that. It's just better to snatch away their super combos. That's what I do it for. I usually bring him out and then I swing at their super combos with this, and then I bring out a 30k body, and this guy's double strike, so he's pretty much a game finisher as well. And also you can see your opponent's hand if they have any negates, so you can kind of continue doing that. We do run 2 Mecha Frieza's Returning Terror. This guy's amazing. You drop a card and it pops 2 cards in rest mode, and he gains double strike, so he's dual attack, double strike. And then when you use Frieza's effect to place him in the drop area, you get to restand 2 energies. The combos are endless, guys. It's such a powerful card. And then we do run, like I said, we do run like almost every card from, not every card, but we run pretty much the tournament packs of almost every set. Occupation of Evil Frieza. Once your Gotens are done helping you out and search out the stuff you need, you get to place the 2 yellow battle cards other than this card in the drop area and choose 1 golden Frieza resurrected from your hand and evolve on top of it for free. And then you draw 2 cards. So once you got your Gotens, you've used the resources you needed, you bring them out, and you bring out this bad boy right here, the Big Daddy. This guy's pretty much gonna just, he's your game finisher. He just wrecks. That's it. You're gonna win it with this guy. By that time you bring him out, that's it. And what's great about this card is it gets over barrier. Your opponent's like, what? Let me read it again. So let me tell you what this does. When the card evolves into this card, place all rest mode battle cards except for this card in the drop area, and then choose all active battle cards except for this card and switch them to rest mode. And anything that's in rest mode is gone. So those are all the battle cards. Now moving on to the extra cards. So we do run 2 Frieza Call. Frieza Call is amazing just because you get to search out any of your Frieza cards or Frieza Army cards that cost 2 or less. And all your 2 or less are Frieza Army. So that's just awesome. And then we have the most powerful, well, it's not as powerful as it used to be, but it's still very powerful in this format. I still run Cold Bloodlust. If they don't have minus Killy Zone, then I'm cruising and they're gonna lose. So I Cold Bloodlust them. I run 3 just because Cold Bloodlust is still a very powerful card. People still think it's not, and then when they get Cold Bloodlusted, they're like, ah, crap. They don't know what to do. And then we run 3 Nimbuses, like I said, for Shenron. Then we do run 2 Time Magics for Shenron. I'm telling you guys, this deck was made to destroy Shenron, and it does. It's so funny. But it does wreck every other deck. And then we do have 2 Batarangs, just in case they try to like Mafuba. Someone tried to Mafuba my triple striker, and I'm like, nah, Batarang. And then they tap out because of that, and then they're stuck and they get wrecked. And so there you guys have it. This is my top winning, first place winning Golden Frieza. I love this leader. I didn't expect it to be winning that much with it. I've topped a lot, and honestly guys, if you guys like it, hit it up in the comment section. Tell me what you guys would change and what you would add. But so far, I think this is the most consistent. I built it. And there you guys have it. Like, comment, subscribe for more DBS decks and deck profiles or battles from your super players. And like we always say, y'all stay super.